What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's doing fine on this Monday. Thank you to everybody joining me on the stream yesterday. Definitely appreciate it. Very frustrating loss. Today was an annoying day, to be honest with you. Because you hate like on the Monday waking up and you know your team lost. It was disappointing. It was a blowout. You're being made fun of. You watch all the other competitive games all throughout the NFL. You see other young quarterbacks flourishing. We're dealing with Flacco and all this garbage. So I'm like, all right, let me see how Saleh's going to approach this day, because sooner or later, you got to have some kind of accountability and kind of start righting your ship and, figuring things out here, because we're always about the culture. Saleh keeps talking about culture and changing the mindset and everything else. And the only thing I seem like he's consistently doing is making excuses and justifying losses, and congratulating the other team as well. He's very good at congratulating everybody else and justifying losses. And then, so he talks about the mistakes in the secondary. He said, well, every team all across the NFL has 6 or 7 blown coverages every week. The Jets are just unlucky. They're unlucky. For me, it seems like it's coaching. Communication issues are coaching. So then DJ Reed actually said that yesterday post-game. Like, you know what? We've got to do a better job of communication. The coach has got to do a better job of communication. We need to have a talk. Saleh downplayed that and said, you know what? Maybe we have to scale it back a little bit. But don't you figure this out in training camp? Don't you figure this out in the preseason? Don't you figure this out in the joint practice? You have the built-in excuse now that you have 4 new guys in the secondary. Well, instead of giving them a full treasure chest of things to figure out, how about you start them all slow and you add on to it? Does that make the most sense? I mean, I don't understand. I'm so tired of excuses. And he's trying to downplay it. Well, it's no big deal. By the end of the season, we're going to figure it out. So what? We're just going to keep losing games and blowing them, and sooner or later you're going to figure it out? That's the mindset we're going to have? And then, it's not unlucky? 3 personal fouls. The John Franklin Myers, terrible. Corey Davis, completely unacceptable. LaMarcus Joyner, another bad one. But we don't want to call out the veteran players because you want to be everybody's friend. Are there any repercussions for making monumental game-changing mistakes? Are there any? Or is it just like, you know what? We're going to figure it out. We're going to clean it up. Good teams find ways to win. Bad teams find ways to lose. The Jets are finding ways to lose games, and they are so lucky the Browns were stupider than they were. I just don't understand why we're always, we're going down this path again. And it's frustrating. Because if any other coach, if Adam Gase said the same shit that Saleh said today, we'd be roasting him. But Saleh's a likable guy with all his little catchphrases, so everybody's giving him the benefit of the doubt. But here's my question. Because I know I'm coming off ridiculously negative. I can't help it anymore. Tell me one aspect of this team in terms that Saleh has improved. Don't tell me about the players that were brought in. I want to know what aspect of this team Saleh himself has personally made better. I want to know. And he doubled down about his defense, saying, well, you know what? We're pretty good on first and second down, but we're having problems on third down because the Bengals scored on third down 3 times. Guess what? You're getting blown out in the first half. I don't understand. To him, it's no big deal. Losing is no big deal. It's you know what? We're going to get things figured out. No big deal. How about a sense of urgency? The expectations are higher this year. We tolerated this last year, not this year. You can't get blown out every week. And you know what? It's going to get better. End of the season, we're going to get a little bit better. Don't worry about it. You're dude, put people on notice. If you don't want to say, Corey Davis can't do that shit, say, I expect a lot more from my veteran players. And if they don't follow that, they will not be playing. Or is that too harsh to say because you don't want to ruffle any feathers? You can't be a player's coach all the time, man. At some point, when you get disappointing results, that's how you change your culture. With accountability. Saleh, he is burying himself in these press conferences because it's impossible to listen to him. So if this is the same message he's giving his players, which obviously is because they're making huge mistakes. The Jordan Whitehead when they blitzed and Jordan Whitehead half-assed that tackle, how do you not what is that? There's nothing for there. You know what? It's a missed tackle. Those are going to happen. No. That's an enormous play. It's a 55-yard touchdown, a 60-yard touchdown. Nobody gets held accountable. This is just okay. You know what? It's just one of those games. Well, the Ravens game, you're out of it in the fourth quarter. The Browns game, you got a gift. They say winning is the best deodorant. That Browns game is the best deodorant right now for Saleh, because if he lost that, he'd be in a mess, a world of fire right now. And I know, and I understand they're saying, you know what? A lot of coaches struggle year 2 and they go to year 3. Everybody's giving me the Jimmy Johnson example, the Zach Taylor example. Give me all the things you want. Well, you know what? This team's got unfortunate with injuries. Every team has injuries. The Bills are missing almost with the whole secondary and everybody else yesterday, and they still should have won the game. But no, it's like, well, you know what? Saleh could be Jimmy Johnson next year. Listen, man, tell me what Saleh has done to even earn that trust. Like, I'm not saying he should be fired this year. I'm saying he has got to do a much better job on and off the field. The message coming out now it's just not palpable. It's not. You can't listen to it and believe it. You can't believe he's a good leader of men. You're not seeing it. Like, the team's not responding. And the excuses on defense are huge. Like, he's a defensive guy. The biggest problem right now is the defense. Like, I don't even give a shit about Flacco. We can go into the play calling later on with the offense, but the defense? Man, I am losing my patience with this. I am. I expect better. They should demand better. He should hold his players accountable and his team a lot more accountable at a higher standard. Because this Steelers game, dude, he's got no excuses now. Saleh has no excuses because the Steelers' offense is putrid. So now what? You're going to say, well, you know what? Now we're facing a 3-4 defense. We didn't see that look. Things unexpected. Stop justifying losing. Stop making excuses and start winning games. Stop with the cliches, the catchphrases, the T-shirts. Cut all the shit out and start winning.